So, Catherine, I'm excited about having this time where you get to talk a little bit more, tell us a bit more about you. So, how do you help small children process difficult or complex news while honoring their emotional resilience and cultural context?
Well, I'm happy to say in my own experiment of after working with literally thousands of families over my decades that it's holding true with my own children, my
Okay.
what I've been recommending. And that the first thing is treat answering questions with your children like crossing a border between countries. Don't answer anything you haven't been asked. And stay close to the question, and stay connected. So first look for the needs behind the question, right? And bring those needs alive in the conversation. It's never too early to start building needs-based language with our children, and developing those empathy skills in our kids. And then the other piece I just want to get in here before I go into what I really do is there's a piece to as our children get older, we can often think, okay, now they have to deal with life. Remember, our kids, no matter how old, are going to always want to be our babies. And particularly when big things go on in life, that's a moment where they wish they weren't such a large size anymore, and they just want to crawl right back in our lap. So that's where these practices of empathy circle or empathy meetings, or just however you build it in your family, gives your kid a chance to have their own discernment, and then they can turn towards you. I've got a kid getting ready to turn 10, and already I'm having some pretty deep conversations because they're able to bring it to me. And that's because we were able to establish safety, trust, and respect right away. And those get established with me not imposing what I think they should know or shouldn't know, but being true to it. I mean, we live next to a border, and the one that's getting ready to turn 10, when they were 2, they got to talk directly to ICE. We were stopped in our car. And so, there's kids that are going to have direct experiences with what's happening in the world. And then there's kids that are, in a situation where it's how much are they going to hear about what's happening. So there's varying layers, right? So that's where I really lean into letting the kids guide the question. Now, getting our kids to be willing to bring the questions to us, right? I think that's the base of developing my own self-empathy practice so that I know when to pause and give space to what's going on with my kid, and then also be able to um, really let them know that I'm not going to fix it, change it, destroy it, go kill somebody for them, based on what they just told me. But, I'm going to actually listen to what is going on for them. I'm going to throw out a pitch for a storybook that just came out in the last couple of years named The Rabbit Listened by Corey Dorfeld. And it has to be in the last 30 years that I have found the best book about what is empathy. And I've read it to people of all ages, and my kid, it's a regular go-to with my kids. And it then gives them a space to go, I feel like that. And they point to where the boy is in the book where he's destroying something, right? And because he wants revenge. And so then giving so many multiple outlets to our kids to be able to express themselves, like reading to them regularly, finding books like Katie Byron's book, Tiger, Tiger, Is It True? You can begin to build that safety, trust, and respect where they have spaces to express themselves, and discuss what's going on, because they're gonna hear stuff. You know, um, I mean, this is I can't remember what year it was, but when Chadwick Boseman died, who played Black Panther, and I remember coming down the stairs, and I said to Jesse, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Black Panther died," and my oldest at gosh, I think only 5 at the time goes, "Oh, did a white person kill him?" I mean,
Oh,
and we hadn't even discussed anything in the house. We had not even discussed anything directly in the house. But here I knew what the world was how it was getting inside the doors. So I think it's important that we don't shy away or think that our kids don't have capacity. Our kids are born with so much capacity, and there's so many things coming from the outside already that we get to be in a place to receive and to hold them. And I think that's the deepest challenge, is dealing with my own mourning, my own values, and then giving space for them to develop their own space with that.
Mm. Thank you, Catherine. So can you tell me, it doesn't sound like there are any topics that you would shy away from. Because
No,
if you're waiting for your child to bring the questions to you, whatever comes to the table, that's what you're going to deal with. Is that true?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for that.
I've written a book and I'm writing a book, yeah, because I think there's lots of ways we can be present to it.
Mhm. Great. Thank you, Catherine.